Well, for our Nashville Hot Chicken, we're using a whole bird. Why? Because normally in Nashville, the most popular option will be chicken tenders. I do also have tenders, but for me, I prefer dark meat, bone-in chicken. So since I'm the one cooking it and I'm the one eating it, so I'm gonna do the whole bird. And of course, we're gonna have to do some trimming, beginning with the wing tip. We're not gonna use it, we're not gonna eat it. So we're gonna take this off on both parts. And also right here, we're gonna go around, we're gonna flip the bird, and we're gonna cut the backbone. Gonna cut the backbone out. And we can start doing some trimming of something that we see that we don't like. Like right now, just like that, we can actually fry it, but just for purpose of marination, and we're not gonna use a big old pan, so we're gonna cut in half. We're gonna separate the leg quarter from the breast. See, now we got one leg quarter, our breast, and we're gonna leave the wing attached to our breast. Now we're gonna poke some holes around the entire meat. Why? Because this is gonna help the marination penetrate inside our chicken. We're just prepping this chicken to start marinating it. We're gonna leave it overnight or preferably 24 hours. Now moving forward with our marination, we are gonna start pouring our buttermilk, 20 ounces of buttermilk, 1.5 ounces of Tabasco sauce, of pickled onion juice. Any pickle juice that you have, it will work. Our dry ingredient, which is garlic powder, black pepper, and salt. Now we're gonna whisk all together. And now we're gonna add our chicken. We have the tenders. Right around this time is when I like to add water to my mixture, just to see enough to cover it. And we're gonna let it marinate for 24 hours or overnight. Goes to the fridge. Another very important step when it comes to frying chicken is like also the flour. We gotta season our flour. And this is all-purpose flour. I'm using about 600 grams of all-purpose flour. Why? Yeah, it's a lot, but when you're breading your chicken, you don't want to be kind of short on it. So I got about 600 grams of all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of salt, 1.5 teaspoons of black pepper, 1.5 teaspoons of garlic powder, 1 tablespoon of cayenne pepper. And we're gonna mix all this together. I like to use this whisk because it actually does a really good job incorporating all the ingredients together. And voila, we're ready. We have our chicken, it's in the marination, our flour, and we're gonna have like a cooling rack in order to place our chicken after we start breading it. So we'll set inside this, on top of this rack. So it will start drying out, and it has air circulating all the way from the bottom and the top. So we're gonna start with our tenders, maybe 4 pieces of tender at a time. It will be a good option. Make sure that it's completely packed, and that's how it's gonna look. If some of those liquids start dropping on top of the flour, that's okay, because it's gonna build even more lumps and crumbs inside our flour that they're gonna stick to our chicken. Perfect. And you see now I start building some little crumbs, and that's good. And we're gonna use peanut oil because this is actually better with high temperatures. We're using this cast iron pan. Why? Because it's well known to retains the heat pretty well, so that's why we're using the cast iron. But any other pan that you guys have, it will work. The oil is pretty much at 280. So we're gonna run it one more time through the flour, and it goes through the oil. Carefully. 16 minutes, that's what it's gonna take to get these 2 pieces cooked. It's been about 10 minutes. It has only been the first fry, and I'm gonna tell you something, it smells pretty good. and it also has a very nice color. Now we're gonna double fry for 7 minutes. Now our bacon fat is actually at 320. Very carefully, start putting some of it. Now for our spicy oil, we're gonna go for 6 teaspoons of cayenne pepper. You can go as heavy as you want. 4 teaspoons of brown sugar, 1.5 of ground black pepper, then 3 teaspoons of smoked paprika, and also 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. For bacon fat for our spicy oil. Now we're gonna put all of it. Perfect. And pretty much right now while our spice is actually hot, here's where we're gonna start with the help of a cooking brush. We're gonna start putting some of the oil in half of the chicken tenders to make half of them really spicy. Then the other half will be just control. For my dressing, we're gonna use some mayo, equal parts of ketchup, mustard, Worcestershire sauce. Just gonna add a little bit, and a tiny, just a piece of garlic powder. That's gonna be my dressing. It's perfect for me. All right, we are done frying and cooking all our chicken. Right here in the middle, we have the spiciest one, the one that we use the spicy oil. On my side, I have the chicken tender that does not have any spicy oil, or the leg quarter and the chicken breast that also does not have any spicy oil. This is the spiciest, this is the control, and of course we got some fries to dip in our dressing. We already went to Nashville and tried the spiciest one, and now we are here at home cooking it. And if you live close to Nashville, of course it would be a great idea to go to Nashville and eat it. But if you don't live close to Nashville and you want to do it this one at home, well, now you got the ingredients, you know how to do it, and now it's time to taste it. I'm gonna start first with the control. I'm gonna start with the tender, right here. Oh yeah, crispy and it's still pretty juicy. I really like how it actually tastes. Moving on, we have the control leg quarter, the dark meat, which is actually my favorite. It looks juicy, and I don't know if you guys can hear the crispiness. Let me eat this part. Oh yeah, cheers guys. Oh wow, it does not have any heat at all. Juicy, still very crispy. You see the skin right here. Yeah, this is one of my favorite. We did our dipping sauce. Pretty good fries. Now the moment of truth. How spicy actually this one turned out to be to the medium heat that we ate at Princess. So now is the moment to try this one. See the oil. It's actually really nice. I felt like I couldn't go heavier on the cayenne pepper, but I didn't want to regret it. But it's not really that spicy. And I felt like I tried leg quarter on the non-spicy, so let me try some part of the chicken breast. See the skin. Very crispy. Wow. Yeah, this one I can start feeling the heat. If you start seeing my forehead's gonna start sweating, let me grab a piece of the meat. Oh wow. Look how juicy it is. Pretty good. It turned out to be actually really good. I'll give it a from from 1 to 10 on the level of the spice. This one, the one that has the spicy oil, I give it a 4. I only did 6 teaspoons of cayenne pepper. If you want to go heavier, you can do 8, 10, or maybe mix some other pepper. For me, for my taste, this is perfect. Well, this is the final result of our Nashville Hot Chicken cook at home. I hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.